My name's Jon Dekar. I am the president and co-founder of Design, that's D-E-S-I-N, with an accent over the I, and the inventor and designer of the company's first product, Obi, the revolutionary dining device. Yeah, so I want to start out here today and talk just a little bit about our company's purpose. Now, I think all of us in here would agree that eating and dining, socializing with others, is one of life's greatest pleasures. Unfortunately, there are tens of millions of people globally that do not have this luxury, and we don't think that's right. We believe that everyone deserves access to an enjoyable dining experience. So for myself, this started when I was in high school. My grandfather at the time was diagnosed with a degenerative neuromuscular disease, and I saw how hard it was for him to get to the point where he could no longer eat by himself. My grandmother would have to spoon feed him in front of friends and family, and he loathed this experience. In parallel, I saw the problem while I was volunteering in nursing homes and hospitals. And then when I came to University of Dayton for mechanical engineering in 2006, I saw the same problem again. So it was at this point that I recognized there was a significant need. And I recognized that there were likely millions of people who needed some sort of assistance to help them eat with independence. And it became evident very quickly as I started compiling this large market research document that there were people with ALS, cerebral palsy, C3, C4 injuries, et cetera, that need this assistance. And that's 3 to 4 million people here in the US. Now that's about the size of Los Angeles. So it's not a small problem. So my motivation behind this was the fact that this was a basic human need gone unfulfilled. This is the 21st century, and it was appalling to me that at this point in history, there was nothing that could help people eat with independence and restore this sense of freedom back to their life. So, eating is really an intimate experience as well. It's, you're putting food in your body. You don't want to have someone else force feeding you. So the vision for this was to create a fun and exciting, empowering lifestyle product, not like other assistive technologies, a product that people actually would be proud to use and willing to take out in a restaurant. So here's a photo of an early feasibility model that I developed in 2010 that demonstrated the essential functionality of this product that I had envisioned. And this quickly evolved. By 2012, it was significantly more refined. I had 3 patents issued at this time, and with my good friend and coworker Harry, we developed this to really have a showroom finish. This was something that we'd be willing to put in front of a group of investors that would actually, they'd be able to see what this end product's actually going to do, how it's going to feel, and how it's going to interact with someone. And so this is what we used in conjunction with the patents and a very ported and polished business plan to go out and chase capital. And so this is pretty cool here. This is the early prototype that was on the previous slide, but just showing the internals. We used a model airplane battery. We used a garage door opener for the time delay relay that we needed, and an Arduino board, and some basic C code. We got pretty far with that. So in 2013, we raised the amount of capital we needed to be considered fully funded. And what you see here on this slide is the first round of implementation design that happened post raising the capital so we could expand the development team. And so this is a fully implemented device, not using anything on the previous slide, a full professional implementation that is complying with all the medical regulation that stems from the FDA. So I think what we ended up with is something that's truly extraordinary. This is one of the first purposeful, usable, low-cost, robotic products that interact with the user on a day-to-day basis. It meets a fundamental human need, and this is one of the only medical devices that actually decreases cost and increases productivity. And additionally, it is an order of magnitude better than any comparable product or substitute. We did this by combining cutting-edge technology with robotics, an incredibly intuitive user interface, an iconic style, and just a little bit of a whimsy character, much like a Pixar lamp type character. And that's what formed our revolution. So to operate Obi, a caregiver simply needs to prep food between the size of a pea and a grape, place it in the compartments on what we call the plate, and then a caregiver also teaches the arm where to go, where to deliver food to a user's mouth. And this can be done in 2 to 3 seconds. The caregiver just has to simply grab the arm and move it to wherever they desire it to go. So once the user is all set up, they can have a choice between what they want to eat from the 4 compartments of food, and then when that food is captured and delivered to their mouth. The next big thing to really highlight here is that it fits within the confines of a dinner placemat. So someone can actually take this to a restaurant and have it sit within a personal space. It's not, super conspicuous, doesn't take up a ton of room, and it's the weight of a laptop. So it's very easy to carry. Cleaning, you just throw the plate and the spoon, like your conventional dishware, in the dishwasher at the end of the meal. In our current status, most importantly, we are generating tremendous user impact. We are getting people back to a healthy weight. People with ALS that traditionally lose weight through the progression of the illness are gaining back weight. We've had people gain over 10 pounds in 6 months with using Obi. People have an improved mood. They have decreased risk of aspiration and gastroesophageal reflux disease. And they have a tremendously increased amount of social activity. They're going out to restaurants. They're doing what we always hope they do. They're taking these places. Instead of feeling like eyes are on their disability, they feel like they're with a cool consumer product that everyone is looking at. So instead of people feeling like they're looking at their disability, people are looking at this cool technology instead. And they get to show it off. And this is also increasing caregiver productivity tremendously. So we're a team of 4 people based here in Dayton, Ohio. And I have to say, I don't think there's a place we'd rather be innovating because of this area's strong history of innovation, the tremendous pool of scientific and engineering talent that's here, and the unmatched sense of community. We've blown away the competition. And we've developed over the last 6 months a distribution strategy. We've engaged 3 large distributors. We have a network of independent dealers, and we also have a bunch of advocacy groups, the major advocacy groups, marketing on our behalf, and we're also meeting the end users directly at trade shows. So we've had a tremendously ported and polished business plan. We have 9 patents that have been issued. 6 of those are utility, and 3 of those are design patents. We've won 2 design and development awards. We were recently awarded an R&D 100 award, or an Oscar of Innovation, for Obi a month ago. And we are one of 50 consumer products to ever win this award in the award's 54-year history. So it's a big deal for us. And we were also finalists in the International Design Excellence Awards competition. We've raised $3.8 million to date. And we're in the market. We have all of our regulatory approvals, FDA, UL, FCC, CE approval. We have marketing content. We've had some really good PR with CNBC and NPR. We are proud to say that we're manufacturing all of this here in Dayton, Ohio, and we're excited to be involved in kind of regenerating the contract manufacturing here. And presently, we have over 100 backlogged orders to fulfill. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. The future for us, we want to create more products that decrease costs and increase productivity in healthcare, and we're going to be focusing on a second generation OB. What we're looking for connection. We're looking for people to help spread the word that this exists and that this can tremendously impact people's lives. We're looking for continued exposure, and we're looking for social philanthropy. Despite this product being successfully reimbursed by private insurance and there being an enormous amount of grants available for people, there are still a lot of people who want this technology that could really use it and benefit from it, but can't afford it. And they need a sponsor, and we would be happy to put any of you directly in touch with them so you can change your life. Thank you.